Okay, guys, everybody know the stock market crashed this morning.
Whoa, everybody knows. I didn't know.
You didn't know the stock market? Yeah, bro. Where you
at?
bro?
Crypto's down, stock's down.
Everything's down.
Lots of stocks.
You laying in between some cheeks. That's wild, bro.
What's wrong with you?
He is crazy.
That's crazy, man. Cut all this shit out.
Brother ain't got no stocks.
Nigga not paying his child support.
Hey, y'all. Okay, look though. Okay, so this is what I hate about politics.
So the stock market crashed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's down bad. The S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow.
Maybe I should buy
Everything
in
down.
right now.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
too late, brother.
Yeah.
Going back up.
No, you can definitely buy in right now.
It's going up bad
You can
right
definitely
now,
buy in
Like
right
earlier
now.
this morning, it was stuff so cheap.
It
I
was
was so happy. I said yes.
You bought some stuff?
Yes.
People said they woke up broke this morning, all type of stuff. But back to the politics, though. This is what I hate about it. Trump blames Harris for the stock market down. So I know it's Fox News. You know, some people will say, propaganda, but it does say Harris blames Trump for the latest dreadful jobs report nearly a full term after he left office. Well, I think we got some clips of her blaming Trump for the stock market crashing or the job situation. So
But
both of them are blaming each other.
We had a global pandemic.
What I don't like is that how you gonna blame somebody else for what's happening in the economically
now.
Now on your term.
Yeah, because
I don't like that.
That was so long ago to Trump. She's saying his policies and things are the reason that now jobs and the economy and things are suffering.
Yeah, and people don't know with the gas too. Like, how can you say that?
Because it was down from when he got it and he brought it back.
I thought he had a gas reserves and they got rid of all of
The
them.
oil, yeah, I saw that. Does that hurt the economy?
Oh, yeah, bro, because like we sell and export oil to other countries that actually need it. So it's just putting money in our economy or actually the government pocket, however it works.
The president before, definitely has, like, in history of time showed that it affects the next president, the president before. So that's what people saying. But I just hate, like, how can someone say during someone
3
else's...
years into the term?
You know what I'm saying? Stuff should have
finger?
changed by now. This is your last year. Like,
If so,
something
that's y'all's
should have
fault.
changed.
Y'all still couldn't change it. I see you say that year one.
Yeah, no, I would understand.
year three?
I would understand if there was like
You a
any
junior
change,
now.
like any positive change, and it was like, okay, it's still not having any change, but it's literally just consistently gotten worse.
I just don't see how a leader can do that.
Everything
Though.
is
Like,
worse.
you blame a leader before you. Like, no, it's been bad under your administration, so you should be the blame for it.
Why they don't take fault for it, though?
I have to agree
Why
with
nobody
that.
said this is my fault, American people, and we trying to fix it?
But that's the thing, though. When I talk about people,
I feel like that's more honest to me. For like
They're not gonna be honest.
bro, when I talk to people about politics, though, they always do that. I'm like, so you think that we will be at war if Trump was in office right now? They said yes.
I don't understand why people say that.
Because
I said,
it's
bro.
propaganda, media propaganda.
Bro,
they
but
believe.
we literally see him in wars.
We had no wars under Trump. He literally got people
He had
out
a
of
peace treaty.
Afghanistan.
But
and-
see, had a
it would
peace
take
treaty.
it would take a logical person who thinks for themselves to understand that. People are just
So
thinking
they'd be like,
think.
Trump funded Israel too. He was funding Israel too. I'm like, bro, but all presidents were funding
That's what I'm
Israel.
saying. Every
But
president's
why
gonna
did they
fund
jump
Israel.
off
We're in
under
a partnership with
Biden?
them.
Because they were saying,
didn't they sign-
Biden gave money.
Iran
Didn't
and
they
all
sign
that.
some type of deal under Trump?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the-
It was like a
Abraham
peace-
Accord.
Some type of treaty,
The Abraham Accord, I
So
think.
he tried to do something.
And nothing happened. So that's why I just I don't get how you can point the finger, man. That just kills me. If you the coach, you the head coach, don't point the finger at, we're not doing good because of the past head coach. That's just crazy. I do get it though, because some of the players be still there.
These the old recruits,
you still got the old recruits, but then you got 4 years to get new recruits. You can't hear 3, 4.
You gotta win some games.
You can't blame nobody else.
Yeah, at least go to the conference
This
game.
headline is crazy, though. The headline is absolutely crazy. Harris blames Trump for latest dreadful jobs report. He has not been in office since 2020.
But
it's
it still is Fox. So
That's what we saying, man.
It still is Fox. They be boosting a little bit.
Jesse
Jesse said he got bit by the dog. I don't know if that's still true. He said, I got the break.
That was a silly story. That was a silly story.
Hey, that had me so weak.
That was a silly story.
It is a market sell-off, and here's what's behind it. First, an economic slowdown that points to recession. The housing market's in deep trouble. The consumer looks to be tapped out. Friday's very weak jobs report convinced investors that the slowdown is real. It didn't help when Warren Buffett revealed he'd sold about half his stake in Apple and that he'd been a net seller of stocks for several quarters. It sends a signal when an investor of his stature cuts his stock holdings. Do you know he now has $277 billion in cash? War talk
He has
is also
that
a
much
factor in this
stocks?
sell-off. Iran is considering a direct attack on Israel. It's retaliation for the killing of the Hamas leader in Tehran last week. A wave of rocket attacks is expected. Mayors in Israeli towns have been warned about power and water outages. In Tel Aviv, an underground bunker has been publicly revealed for the first time. It is ominous. And then there's politics and the election. If we're heading to recession, Wall Street doesn't want to hear about tax hikes on corporations or the repeal of Trump's tax cuts. So here we are in white-knuckle territory. The Federal Reserve is being hammered for not cutting rates. AI looks like a bubble that's bursting, and the 162 million Americans who have a stake in the stock market are looking at a cut in their net worth.
All that, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, that is called Bidenomics. That is called Bidenomics, and we are very proud of Bidenomics.
They got our bread! Bro,
She said it best.
Bro,
She
you
said
know
it
how much
best.
money they said that dropped the stock market?
How much?
It was like 1 point something trillion. They got our bread, bro!
1 point something
See, but
trillion.
this shows that
Yeah.
people know something's about to happen because dude sold half of his Apple.
But you
I
know
have a
the
question,
war
though.
stocks
So-
went
They
up.
got our bread,
So,
man.
so we just lost $1 trillion.
Yeah, look it up. Let me look it up. Let me make sure. I promise you, I seen that. Todd, you was with me this morning, right? And it said
Yeah.
$1 trillion, huh?
Yeah, it said trillions dollars went down in stocks. Yeah.
Just gone.
Like people was taking their money out. Yeah, they have a war stock
Sadly.
that's actually going up right now.
Over 3.8 trillion has been wiped out from the stock market and crypto markets within the last week.
That's ridiculous. So
Last week.
people just lost that money.
Maybe we gold.
Yeah, we need to get some gold, bro.
Nah, literally.
You know what? We need to get gold,
Some
bullets,
gold, some real estate.
bullets, and some guns right now, my boys.
Did he say something about
We
Warren
got
Buffett?
2 of those.
He said something about Warren Buffett.
Yeah, he's the one that sold his stocks.
Yeah, he's the head honcho trading.
Yeah, he's
Said he
super
had
rich.
200 bill in cash. Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me? That's crazy.
Can I hold $1 million?
So he
200
got-
bill in cash is freaking nuts.
What he's finna do with that?
That's what I want to know.
Somebody looking for him.
That's what I want to
The
know.
fact that he did that, something's up.
Okay.
He knows something. Somebody told him.
Yeah,
hey,
that's
you
what it
gotta-
is.
You got to take your money out.
America,
he probably-
something
bro,
is crash, bro.
When you're that rich, you probably have insider trading. You probably know when the market's
And they
gonna
said
dip.
that was half. He took out half of his.
So
That's crazy.
He would take his money out, and these people that invest
It's
in
war
these
finna
stocks
happen.
because the economy's so bad that they think they need that money.
Bro, they take the
Or-
money out of the stock, so when the market gets hurt, they don't lose the money.
Yeah.
So then they just have the money on hand and they can reinvest it or do what they
Oh,
want. with
because
But-
stuff's going that down.
It
right
loses
now.
value.
Yeah, it loses value in the market if the market crashes.
But when they
if you
put their
take it
money out-
you keep the money instead of losing it.
But when they
causes
put
it
their
to
money
go
out,
down
it
more.
makes it go down more.
Yes.
No, yeah. Okay.
So that's really what usually be happening too.
So Joe and Kamala would control that by how
I guess regulating the economy. I guess I don't know.
They have their policies affect, I guess, the economy, which with a strong economy, usually the stock market is doing well.
Yeah, because people are putting more money into it.
Yeah.
There's more transactions and
I know who
stuff.
can break it down. Charles Payne.
What else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up,
Yes.
and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more.
Yes, prices went up.
And
Yes.
we have to understand what that means.
That prices went up.
That's about the cost of living going up.
Yeah, that do. That
That's
hurts.
about having to stress and stretch limited resources.
Yeah.
That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously.
See how they just trying to pander to the feelings and they not even talking about how we gonna fix it. Yo.
Please,
How?
a whole lot of
They
nothing.
never got a how.
That was a whole
Basically
lot
just
of
said
nothing.
it's hard to be poor.
Duh.
And they bring more.
They never got a
It's been hard to be
They
poor
bring
since
more
the
poor
beginning of
people
society.
here with less resources on top of, they getting 13,000 EBT cards.
Man, they're not really poor. They getting free money and free housing. They getting really
They
care
really
of.
playing that free band game for real now.
No, literally, they living
band
good.
gang.
They getting special treatment.
They probably. So you think the immigrants is like, you know how people be selling the EBT cards? You think the immigrants say, "Yeah, I got EBT cards."
I'm sure they could. That's definitely something they could do.
I got that for the low.
If they're just gonna get another one from the government, they could just sell what they do have.
It just seems like they always telling you how you should feel and like, oh well, we know it hurts you guys, but and then they never got a how they gonna fix it.
I don't
just,
think she
like they
said
talking
anything.
to kindergartners. She didn't say how we was gonna,
Not at
do
all.
something. She was just talking about.
Was she
well,
gonna
we
get
know
to
it's
that,
stressful.
or-
I don't know. I hope she does, man.
I don't think she said anything on that. For
She
real.
said nothing.
Source
How
of stress
stressful.
for families that is not only economic,
Okay.
but is on a daily level, something that is
We
a
get it,
heavy weight
guys.
to carry.
Wow,
So it is
okay.
something that we take very seriously,
So how you gonna fix
very
it?
seriously.
Very serious.
And we know from the history of this
They
issue in
got
the
it.
United States that when you see these prices go up,
Yeah.
it has a direct impact on the quality
Yeah.
of life.
No,
I know.
no
All
shit.
people in our country.
yeah.
So it's a
Goodness
big
gracious.
issue, and we take it seriously.
And then they gonna say, well, Kamala's gonna take it seriously.
She said it's a
She
priority.
got to their
therefore.
feelings.
But
she
how?
Didn't, but she didn't like. She didn't
How?
address like what she would do. Like obviously, yes, it's an issue. That's why they asked you about it, and it should be a priority, of course. But what are you gonna do about it?
What are your
That's like
your
basically-
policies?
You know, you with a problem and the person sitting there like, yeah, okay. So basically, and they tell you what your problem is.
This
And
like-
you waiting for them to follow that up with. So this is what we're gonna
It's
do.
like the coach always telling you, I feel that you want to get there, buddy. I feel your goal. But
It's
never
like-
got a good workout to get to the goal.
It's like a coach, a
If-
head
if-
coach without a scheme.
If you can go, if you can go campaign like this and not answer how you'll fix anything, I'm
Bruh.
sure we'd see a lot more politicians.
Man, I could. Hey,
I could do that. Oh yeah. No, that's bad. It's really bad. It's a
Yeah,
priority.
yeah,
It's hurting American families. The
we're gonna
prices
work
went
on
up.
that. Really gonna
We're
work
gonna
on
fix
that.
it. It's a priority for us.
Yeah, man.
Duh.
So what are you gonna do? We're
That's
gonna
all
fix
it
it.
takes.
We know you're hurting bad. We know your pocket's hurting bad. We know everything's expensive, but we gonna get to it.
we know the divorce rate's down. They just say all type of shit.
But you want to know one thing
Quality
though?
of life's getting very low right now.
You know one thing though? At the end of the day, Donald Trump is a racist.
and we
That's what they
feel-
gonna say.
Donald Trump as a racist is getting so overplayed.
That's what they gonna
Of
say.
life for all people in our country. So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously. And it is a priority, therefore.
Meanwhile,
There was no business person really that close to Biden except for Gina Raimondo. So this is a nice change of pace. There's a lot of business people surrounding Harris. If you're in the stock market, if you care about your paycheck, you go with Trump. If that's what you do.
you do?
Yeah, well, he wants to cut your taxes.
Oh, he wants to cut taxes.
Your taxes.
My taxes got raised enormously,
Well,
as
no,
you
he
know,
wants
under
to
the
cut
last
that.
Trump
No,
administration.
I don't know if he wants to cut your president.
No. I'm in a blue state.
Oh, yeah, no, forget
wanna
you're
kill-
out.
they wanna
You're
kill
out.
us.
I tried to I tried to go to.
They want to put us out of
Register
business.
Pennsylvania. It's
That's
not
what
as
they
easy
want
as
to
I
do to
thought.
us.
I can become an
They already
Italian
did
citizen more easily than
by
Pennsylvania.
getting rid of the salt tax deduction.
That's it. A lot.
They was beefing.
That's funny.
That was crazy. Yeah, that's what I called. He said, I live in a blue state.
Whose fault is that?
Host of Making Money over on Fox Business. Good to be with you.
Good morning.
Nice to see you.
There's just so much. I just want to do say that statement from the Harris White House or from Harris was really intriguing about President Trump almost bringing us to a recession. We were in a recession under President Trump, but it was because of COVID. Here's the thing, though. The actions that were taken led us to the shortest recession in history. This is a different type of recession that we're in the cusp of right now. This is not because of a once-in-a-century element that no one saw coming and had to lock down an entire global economy. This is because of policies that triggered 40-year high inflation that have now taken a massive toll on the economy. Now, here's what's happening. This jobs report, this was a referendum, really, the market reaction on Jay Powell. I would say 60% of what we're looking at right now is on Jay Powell. Comes at his head of the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve, their job was to quell inflation, and their job is to sort of unwind what they've done. They're really taking a deliberate steps to kind of back off on that. I think another 20% would be growth. Growth is slowing a lot faster than anyone thought or expected. Some did, I did, but the experts, did not Here's
Charles,
the funny thing.
can I just stop you there? Because it seems like the economy has just catapulted itself to the top of the list. It had been there before, but really it just seems like it's prominent. And here's the difference. Changes in wages and inflation since the Biden-Harris administration. Inflation's up more than 21%.
Right.
And 21. Real wages are down about 2%.
That's real life stuff. That's real life stuff. I mean, and that's why, what they print and they talk about in terms of, hey, the GDP was this and that. It does not matter. The main focus here was all of the money that not only did Biden and Harris pump into the economy, that continue to gush in. And ironically, they brag about things like the Inflation Reduction Act. That's stoking inflation. They brag about all the money that they're giving the world's richest corporations to build factories here. Well, guess what? We gave $8.5 billion in Intel. You know what we got in return? They're going to get rid of 15,000 workers. Is that smart? Is that really brilliant? Is that what we should be doing with taxpayer money? Stoking inflation and losing jobs? It's nuts. What you're seeing right now in the stock market is what Americans have been feeling for the last 3 years. It's just a manifestation of it right now.
So how do we, every American private citizen out there, how do we brace for a pending recession rather than things getting better? Maybe they're going to get a whole lot worse.
You use the right word, brace. You have to brace for it, right? I mean, and here's what I'm concerned about. Unfortunately, the savings rate has come down dramatically. We're well under 4% right now. More recently, people have started to really scamp. Listen to what corporations are saying. Last week, we had Wayfair talk about the great financial crisis. We had Five Below saying disproportionately, they've never seen anything like this, where the weight of inflation has crushed their low-income customers, and they're seeing more upper-income households shop there. Again, a deep discount store. All you can do in this environment is brace for something like this.
Two things here is Kamala Harris. She hasn't done an interview yet. Hasn't held a press conference. We think we'll get a VP pick maybe within 12 hours, 24 hours. We'll see. But here she was in Atlanta last week on this economy.
Building up the middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency. And yes, it is true that by many indicators, our economy is the strongest in the world.
Okay. Stock market.
But while inflation is down and wages are up, prices are still too high. You know it and I know it.
So who's going to give voice to this the best? Wall Street Journal, here we go. Ultimately, the core of this election is about economic issues. This is a Republican pollster by the name of David Winston. Every time you're not talking about that, you're missing an opportunity to engage independent voters. Independents always decide who wins elections. When our poll came out last week in Michigan, Trump led over Harris by 8 points on independents. I don't know if it stays that way or if it goes higher. I'm not sure.
Well, the jobs report tells you it's going to stay that way because real life, what people are enduring, no matter what this administration says, it's tough. It really is tough. And by the way, two other things I got to point out.
Please.
Geopolitical issues are really becoming very frightening. And you saw all those planes out of Russia into Iran over the weekend. Mm-hmm. Those are the type of planes that carry military hardware. Of course, we moved in a battleship and we're moving in another fighter squadron. And
Can you even imagine how much U.S. defending Israel against a regional war and a war with Iran is going to cost?
And the implications in terms of anxiety and fear. And, these things bubble up. They get bigger. They become larger. You go from a small regional thing. It has been totally mismanaged. There's no foreign policy. The only thing we've heard so far in the last 3 or 4 weeks from the White House is finger wagging at Israel. That's not foreign policy, right? And I think it's encouraged Iran and some of the bad actors. And also the stock market was reflecting a Trump victory, particularly small cap stocks, because they're domestic companies.
That's why I said
they have come down dramatically since Harris has gone up in the poll. They have crashed.
Charles, thank you. We'll see you at 2 o'clock in Fox Business. All right.
That's why I said if Biden couldn't run, why do they have him as a president still, bro?
I don't even know.
That was great.
Why is he still running?
That's a great question.
That's a great question. Doing in the seat right now?
I personally think that Kamala's probably running the show right now.
Yeah, I don't even think she's running it. I think Biden's still making.
Bro, I haven't heard it ever since Joe Biden dropped out of the race. I have not heard a peep about him or from him.
Bro, I didn't see him go asleep with the interview with Kamala when she was talking. He nitty.
Yeah, well, he in that condition, he's clearly not running the show. So somebody's pulling the strings.
Bro, I feel like he signed off on all the bread that's getting moved around. It's probably y'all know where all the bread at? Ukraine.
Nah, I really stocks is different though. The people took this out of that.
I really feel like it's not gonna change under her.
Y'all think the U.S. government got some? They did get some of that bread, huh? That just dropped in the stock market?
I bet they got insider trading.
Yeah,
they
they
probably
probably
sold off their shares too.
Yeah, they put their shares
They
in
saved
war
their money.
stocks.
Yeah, they probably buying war stocks. They probably buying a lot.
I was thinking was my raise for nothing because I said they got our bread, but I'm like, hold on. Warren Buffett just took out. That's the problem. All them rich people just took out. But now, you know.
Bro, but like, it's not just that stock that's down.
Because they knew.
Yeah, they knew. They got insider information.
Apple's supposed to be one of the most stable stocks, too.
Amazon was down. Tesla was down. Walmart was damn near down.
I said
Nvidia, everything is down. All the good stocks.
So
All the
do
big
this
ones.
mean we gotta be on our P's and Q's for this couple weeks?
I mean, a lot of my
It
homies
means
say
to brace
just,
yourself for a recession.
Somebody told me
a lot of
that.
my homies say let's ride the stock market.
I just debunked his argument. He said, go look what happened in 2020. We know what happened in 2020. COVID. People weren't even working.
I'm just confused. Like, so all that money people put in the stock market that's lost, it's just gone.
It's probably gonna raise back up.
It's
To
gonna
it.
go
Bro,
back
but like
up.
all that money's just gone though.
But it's,
yeah.
It
yeah,
hurts a lot of people. That's a
No, it
problem.
does. It's a
Yeah, that
huge problem.
sucks.
That sucks.
But if you hold it, technically it could go back up, but you don't know anymore.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, it's gonna go back.
It's gonna go
It's
back
gonna
up.
go back for sure.
It'll go back
the
up.
just
top
crazy. It's
500
like-
companies.
Yeah, that's the S&P going up. Gonna go back up.
everything
Has
gonna
to.
go back up.
Yeah, I know it is a little scary. You know.
It's extremely scary.
So hold on. So,
but
are
hold
we
on,
finna
though.
have war?
Yeah, that's what I was finna get back to.
Are we one of the past two? Like they said, war finna happen.
Can we go back and look at history? Like, does this happen before wars usually?
Yes,
Or-
the first Great Recession was World War One.
Well,
Time out, bro. Hold on. Did he say Russia fighter jets?
Yeah, they said they did something
Yeah.
in Iran.
yeah.
Yeah,
Look, bro, all that hooting and hollering y'all been doing,
yeah. You ready to go
So
front
time out.
line?
Hold
y'all
on,
gonna be
though.
on the front line.
You gonna be
Hey,
the
hold
front
on,
line?
hold
They
on.
gonna have you.
Russia's trying
I'ma
to
be
do
at the
something with
base.
Iran. You said Russia's trying to do something with Iran?
I heard Russia put like some type of missiles in Iran.
And missiles in Iran.
Yes, they stationed them there.
No, yeah,
And
like they're
done-
preparing.
I saw we moved
Hold
like
on,
200,
now.
200 SEALs or
Hold on,
something
let's
to the
think
Middle
about
East.
this though.
200 troops or something.
What is it? Israel just fighting Iran?
Yeah,
So how they get
And
missiles?
U.S. funding Israel.
yeah.
So
US
US about to go to versus Iran.
With Israel, Russia, Iran.
Wait,
Yeah,
They
bro.
had to be that. Who's supplying them with missiles?
We helping Israel. They said that the Russia just stationed in
yeah,
Iran.
Russia, so us versus that's the
Man, I'm
ultimate.
finna crazy.
So is this the Cold War
That's
again?
that's damn near
this- it's
that's a
Cold
world
War
war.
vibes. Cold
That
War
qualifies
vibes.
as a world war. That's like 4 countries.
Like
Didn't
Rocky.
we just talk to somebody?
Y'all
today
seen
and they
Rocky?
said, be ready for World War III.
Man, chill out, bro.
Everybody
Who we
said that.
talking? Bro, I could have sworn you said somebody said that.
Man, this Joe Biden fault, man.
War is bad.
This Joe fault, man.
Talking about, but we gotta
Definitely
get some
Joe's
more
fault.
information
Man,
on
see,
that,
this what
on
happened,
that
bro.
Russian situation though. Like that's pretty scary. I ain't gonna lie.
Joe Biden, bro. This is his fault.
It's not Joe, bro. It's the administration, bro.
I see why no
We've been
cap
saying
made that
cancel
ball.
the Democrat Party.
Me and Joe used
Something
to
else. It seems like Trump almost got shot. Figured out Joe Biden had her. This finna happen. Joe Biden. It's just Joe after Joe. The Democrats ain't making no sense for America, bruh. We see goddamn Jamal Bone pull the fire extinguisher and go turn up at the rally with AOC, man.
That's what
it's just terrible.
That's when everything took a turn.
Bro, we seen booty getting shaken on the stage before.
We seen all types of shit. This gonna be a world war. They throwing ass.
I'm not gonna lie. The rappers at the political
Man,
event,
this shit
it's
getting
just
crazy,
crazy
bruh.
to me.
They never better say nothing that starts with the word don't talk about
I mean,
pandering to
they're
me.
like, okay, bro,
Don't
all
say
these
nothing that
strikes-
sounds like you about to say pandering.
If all these
I
strikes
just can't
happen-
believe they had the concert.
That's crazy. All these strikes happen, and then the fact that it was all crazy. Like we thought we were seeing something. Like we pointing something out, and then we see these niggas just almost tried to kill Trump.
Oh, yeah, that's
Like that's the worst thing of them all.
yeah, that is.
Y'all got ultimate strikes.
We weird.
And we wouldn't even give y'all a strike if Joe
Going for the
Biden didn't
children.
hire the DEI Secret Service lady. We wouldn't have gave them that strike, bro.
Nah, yeah, it's her fault, bro.
Why is it strike after the strike?
Then you seen the other lady fumbling the stick. You supposed to be protecting the press. She didn't stop, drop the stick.
We're gonna see what happens with this situation, guys. I mean, it'll be scary, but the Russia situation make it more scarier. Like
That makes it very scary.
because I feel I've been wondering. Like,
Well, it makes sense because
remember we watched that
they
one
gave
video.
him they give
Who
him all
got the
that
most
money
nukes?
to Ukraine,
They
bro.
got the most nukes.
Wait, what? They got
Russia
more than us?
Yes.
oh yeah, we looked at the video. They do.
They got like nuclear reactors over there, huh?
Yeah, boy, you better get scared.
Wow.
What I was finna say?
They have the most nukes.
Yeah, we looked at it. We got a lot of submarines.
I think we got more airplanes
They
than
did
them.
have a nuclear meltdown explosion over there. You ever heard of Chernobyl?
Yeah.
That was in Russia.
But all the nukes over there, if we drop a nuke on them nukes.
All right, bro. So we don't want to. I hope that don't even happen,
Don't even
bro.
say that.
I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
Just kidding, y'all.
That's absurd.
It's a good plan, though.
Hate niggas,
Nah,
bro.
this
You
is
want to
scary,
joke this
bro.
about my life, man?
This shit
Playing,
scary.
man.
No, you playing. You be on the
No,
front line.
bro.
Todd's gonna be out there. 1, 2, 3.
They gonna have your ass chopping across the goddamn shit, grabbing shit, nigga.
Yeah,
What was I
Nigga, let him
finna
that
I
say?
say I got asthma.
Oh, I've been thinking like
They're
I
gonna
was
check
thinking.
your medical records. See
I was
you
thinking in the car like,
I'm saying I don't got no insurance no more. You can't see it.
bro. Think about if a country don't continuously have a strong leader, like it could have little holes in the system and it just becomes weak. What makes a country be like, you know what? I feel like we like that. Why they currency like more than our currency? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that go off like you feel
goes
like
off
they the big dog for real.
GDP. It goes off who's selling the most, who's making the most, and that's typically been America. That's why I say, where's all our money going? We still
And
gonna have
then
the
we
highest
cutting off
GDP
stuff like
every time.
Odessa, and we not giving whoever we giving some people
It's
that
just
oil. You see what I'm saying?
Well, at
just-
first it was like our reserves, so like oil, gas, and like
We just had the most motion.
gold. You know, our
You
money
know
was
what?
backed up
Somebody
by
told me
gold.
the Democrats was pumping more oil. That's when I stopped. Hey, bro, I swear to God, that's somebody told me.
You said what?
Somebody said that?
The Dems is pumped. They said, bro, look it up. Joe Biden and them sold more oil than Trump. Hey,
Look
bro,
it up.
I'm in the streets. You know, I'm talking to people, y'all.
Who said that?
Hey, people saying that, but I'm just saying, bro, it's scary, guys. You know, because if we just don't keep up with strong leaders, bro, I feel like China. Somebody be like, man, you know what? I feel like they small. Like my currency worth more. What you want to do about it, now? Yeah, just, we don't know how people
You know
feel.
how much the world is changing? Guess what? So if we're on that dude Cliff, the expert on the Bible and all that, kind of off topic, but not really. Since you brought up China, he said on the track we're on, like at the same rate, I think in like 10 years or so, China will be the country that's the most Christian.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
The most Christians will be in China.
Wow.
I was like, wow. That was
I never
so
would've thought that.
China got their own internet. over
They
there.
said they're having like a huge, like, because they're talking about how,
They gotta step it
like
up,
Christianity is like, it's being hated on a lot in the West, but they're like in the other parts of the world, it's like exploding right now. I was like, damn, that's interesting.
That is very interesting. Wow.
Yeah, well, that's
crazy.
probably because in China, they got their own internet. They're not playing that BS.
What's the worst coach in football history?
The worst?
No one knows him because he's the worst.
Who had a tear? Oh, well, anyways, we got to get
some Browns coach.
we got to get Nick Saban back in office.
Yeah.
Nah, for real.
Cause guys, we got a coach that's going. I'm talking about
We need
0-14.
We need a
I'm
coach
talking
with a
about
good
not one
defense
dub.
and offense. I don't know what
He
scheme
just
this.
selling the players' dreams, and they going 0-14. Yeah,
This
yeah.
Bishop Sycamore.
That's
The Bishop Sycamore got a dub.
This Bishop
They
Sycamore.
got a win. They got
they
a
was
win.
cheating. They was playing
They ain't
kids.
got no wins.
Nah, he got one win.
They trying to put trans on the team. They balled on.
Bishop Sycamore.
All right, man, this is crazy, y'all.